Tapi Kak Bayu gimana? Mau bahas dulu yang tentang Discord ini? Because actually I don't really see progress with that in the
Yang
Discord.
mana? Yo?
Yang ini, yang launch time.
Okay.
Ya,
Uh, Actually, yeah. It's is there anyone doing that?
Me
actually,
just now with Nico.
Okay, okay. I guess
iya
I
itu
guess
dia.
yeah, it's okay. I think as much as possible, if you are available, I think we just should do. So this is casual, right? Like basically at the office. If we are working at the office, then there is I think like pantry time, right? Where you just
Oke,
go out from your workstation and then you grab a coffee and then you're just there, so anyone can reach you. So I think that's how it will work then.
right. Oke, oke, I see. Jadi point is sebenarnya ini bebas aja ya Kak, mau datang atau enggak.
Yeah, it's basically to announce your availability. So
Oh,
if you are working on something that really need focus and cannot be disturbed, then just mark yourself as unavailable there. But if you're working, but maybe if someone ping you and you can still reply, same like Slack basically. If you can reply on Slack, it means you can also reply on Discord as well, right? So it means that you are available. So it's like that.
I see. I see. Oke. Um, there is no more apa tuh update-update baru lagi ya in this discussion.
Hmm?
Kak Bayu, maybe you want to bring up something that have been happening recently, maybe.
Not for now, actually. Let's. I think the majority of our time today. Let's talk about the campaign. Yeah, I think we are starting to have the shape of the campaign. So let's focus on discussing that.
Right. Okay. Okay, we will move on from the discussion. Yeah, I think all of this has been sorted out. Now let's move on to the campaign. Let's go from bottom up. Yeah, from the bug report. Is there anything new?
I think there are some. Or maybe let's have a look to the board. Is there any bug
Yep.
that we're still confused with campaign that belongs to? Okay, so that's the candidate tracking is bigger, right? That's Zio's project, right?
Bigger is Nikos.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Nico is. Oh
You
yeah,
mean the product owner? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's
Right.
just move that Zio to bigger board.
Right. Bigger. Gini kan? Pak? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then bugs. Yeah.
Right. Okay. How about the other? Proxy.
This one I think already fixed by Chris.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Can I move it to fix?
yes, yes, we can move
Right.
that.
Right.
And this one is new, but I'm asking Chris to have a look at this. This is actually in bigger because it's related to the previous bug that Chris already fixed.
Right. Let me see.
Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, let's
I will.
move it to bigger then, yeah.
Yep. Right. Um. Right. Okay. Enjoy that, Nico.
Nice.
Okay. Right. I think that's all for the bug report. Yeah.
Hmm?
Right. Okay. Bug report is done. I think I'll check the comments. Nothing new. Yeah. Okay, Kavidi is not here right now, but Kabayu, maybe you have something to update.
I don't have any updates here actually. So
Yes.
maybe let's skip this for now. Yeah.
Okay, internal tool, Chris is not here either, and from the comments there is no update. So let's move on first, yeah, to
Mm, okay.
bigger. Okay, Nico, you want to present? Maybe.
Okay. So, oh yeah, before that, Chris said in the internal tools, there's no update.
All right. Okay.
Okay. And then for the bigger, uh, can you click show full description? Okay. So for the KPI this week, the percentage of booking which are updated is reduced by 3%. So it's a good thing. And then the uptime is still going 100%. And for the survey, I'm still revising the survey. Uh, okay, so and then for the projects that we are currently working on, so for milestone 45, there's a project from David from BI. Actually, so yesterday there's kind of a stuck situation. I forgot to notify Chris about the progress, and Chris also forgot to. I mean, having a big workload, so he did not pay attention to this one. But the good news is yesterday he already found the solution, and probably today the development is going to be finished, and tomorrow we can launch it. And then for the process optimization, milestone 45, the project from Kak Sasha, adding message text. Me and Zio just launched it this morning. Uh, so maybe after a few days, I'm going to conduct an impact measurement. And then after the if milestone 45 project is already finished, we're going to focus on partner funnel later. Can you scroll down, Zio?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the bugs, sorry, the bugs. Okay, so for the bugs, we have three already fixed thanks to Kafidi and Chris. And then for the marketing from Wayana, it's actually still finished, already finished, but uh, we haven't confirmed it to the client. Okay. Uh, lagi ya. I think that's also the update from me.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Nico. Right. So now let's move on to mobile app.
Sorry, can I ask a question for Vigor?
Yes.
Okay, so I wanna ask, can you go to the
Mhm.
box one? Um, yeah, like I think I noticed like previously we had a lot of report regarding that the booking is not detected on Vigor. And like so many report gitu loh. So can we make like a project perhaps to optimize so there's no more bugs like that happen again in the future? What do you think? Or Kabayu perhaps, or what do you think?
To Nico first, actually, what is the cost for all of this booking issue?
I haven't checked sih soalnya because when I consult this to Chris said usually uh, langsung diambil gitu. Langsung jadi nggak dicek root cause-nya, jadi langsung satu-satu di fix, satu-satu di fix gitu biasanya. So I haven't uh, observe in detail sih kak.
Okay, so this is interesting because the bug is not just one, but there are multiple. So it means that there are system failure. It's not just a bug, but maybe the way we we fix something is affecting the way the booking is working. So instead of just fixing one by one, I noticed this actually with the bug fix the other day. Like Chris, for example, Chris is just fixing only that part. Basically, if there's a bug, the code that's modified is only that part that creates the bug. But we are not fixing the entire stack of the code that's also related to that. So why this is important? This is could be something that the bug fix. So the initial code have a bug, and then we fix the bug, but the fix for the bug creating another bug. So this will never end basically if we don't manage this correctly. So um, should we? Okay, Nico, do we have a Scrum for bigger campaign?
Uh, it's not weekly sih, but I can make it weekly. I think it's important too. Yeah, so
Hmm. Okay, let's do that then. Let's do a weekly scrum for bigger, and maybe even like a more often coordination. Yeah, especially please include me in the coordination, like this one for example. So instead of just tagging Chris and then asking Chris to work on. Let's try to plan what should we do with this bug, and then what is the root cause, and then is there any relation with another feature or not?
okay, I agree, Kak.
Okay.
Am I lagging? Hello.
I think Kak Bayu is lagging. Eh,
Okay.
Yeah. Who's lagging? I don't know who's lagging.
Can anyone
Okay.
hear me?
Yes. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Then
Okay.
let's continue then.
Okay. So for bigger, all good. Yeah. For now.
Oh, I have
Okay.
a question actually for the next project. Uh, Nico, when is the milestone 45 planned to be finished, and what we are going to do for the next?
actually, after the BI project is launched, I think we can immediately start with the partner projects because for the impact measurement we need to maybe give a week and then I will conduct impact measurement. Meanwhile, the developers can do projects, partner projects for milestone 46.
Okay,
The
yeah.
yeah,
Which one is that? Okay, let's maybe drag the card to milestone 46 to see what is there.
yeah, I think yeah, do them. Yeah, I think those are stop lagi kok nggak? Yeah, I think those are the projects.
Okay, about the email and also partner information. Okay, Nico, compared to the what do you call it, the property page, which one is more important?
Property page is in the website, right?
No, 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 no. The bigger, the one that we request Nadia to create the prototype.
Oh, mm, depends sih kak. If the community chapter is having trouble using Trello, maybe I can ask them if they are having some sort of problem. If they have a major problem collecting the information in Trello, I think we can prioritize the community first. But if they don't, I think this should be done because it's already a long time staying there.
Okay, so basically the problem here is community don't have like what do you call, like a timeline for the property. So basically, if we have a, if we are in PD, we have a project, we, the timeline is on the Trello card, right? That also same with a property on Trello card, but it's getting too noisy because there are a lot of different updates in property. So there's like a guest complaint, pricing update, and then the community meeting. There's a lot of topics in one card. So uh, the the solution that we can offer using Bigger is that we can create a timeline, basically create a uh, what do you call it? Like a messaging system in Bigger, right? So it will be like is there an example for that? Let me think. Let me think. Basically, basically
Um,
like a CRM, right? Maybe Nadia has some idea.
I think it's the one that you showed me before, Kak, regarding the contract sign activity. Is it similar like that? No.
Um, yes, but with uh, with ability to comment, basically like a thread. So
Ah, okay.
let's say we have a property, it's called like Villa Butterfly, right? So in Villa Butterfly, let's say today Tendi is going to the property, and then Tendi will just write it down on Bigger. Basically, today is property visit, right? And then Tendi will explain that what is the purpose of the visit, and then what is the notes after he visit, what is the result, blah 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 blah. And then next day, VD will set the price, for example, for the property. The pricing change from this to this, right? So there are two timelines, right? There are two activities. Uh, and then the next day we will follow, someone want to follow up, like let's say another person asking Tendi, Tendi, when you visit, do you find this, do you find there's a TV in the villa, for example? So that person can go to Tendi's Tendi's update, and then make a comment there. So each activity, it's like its own Trello card. Basically, they can have a thread, like on Slack. Basically, yeah, it's very similar to Slack, Slack messaging, right? You can reply to a thread, or you can just add to the timeline. Nico, do you get the idea?
Yeah, I get the idea.
Okay, why this is important? It's because right now all of the information basically scattered all over the place in community, and we always need to ask to the community manager what is happening to this property, and then another property, the paper is different, the Trello is different, and then also the second problem that we're going to fix, why I want you to observe the PRM Trello board, Nico, is that there is no one central place to find information about the property. Let's say we want to see what is the Wi-Fi password for Villa Butterfly, for example. Right now, what we can do is HAR usually just ask the community manager, right? What is the password? But if the community manager is busy, then he will need to wait until the community manager is not busy, or they can try to find that on Trello on PRM, but sometimes the information is not there. Uh, on Bigger also, maybe sometimes the information is not there. Sometimes there's another paper for that kind of information. So it's really have basically not centralized. So what we want to try to do is to make it centralized.
Yeah, I agree, Kak.
Mm. Okay. So this is a long shot for your project, basically, Nico. What we want to have is we want to remove all of the information from Trello, the current Trello, to bigger. So that is the simplified idea, basically. We will move all multiple source of files into one place to manage all of them in bigger.
Yes, Kak. But I think it will take a long time, Kak. So which one should we do first? The whiteboard one
We
or?
can do that. So what we need is the plan first. We will think about the development later. Basically, the strategy, the plan, and then what we need to design, what we need to create, and to test whether this is actually good or not. We will think about the development later. We can actually ask the freelancer to work on this project as well. They can finish it within like 1 week or 2 weeks. So the problem right now is we need to find the right problem that we need to solve. What we need to develop exactly.
I see, Kak. Okay.
Okay, so that is why the card's still in the product development. It's not in bigger yet. Just in case that we found a better solution that than bigger. But right now, the I think the best candidate for this tool is in bigger, because we can develop it ourselves. Or if there's any existing software that actually can do that, that's also good. Like a CRM. App like HubSpot, or I don't know, any other CRM platform.
Yeah, I think I'll do some research on the matter, Kak.
Okay, back to
Okay.
Zio. Yeah.
Right. All good, yeah, for bigger. Nico, if you need some drink, man, please get some drink. Sure.
Lanjut.
Okay, lanjut. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I have another question actually regarding to bigger and
Yeah.
PD board. So if you open PD board, if you go to PD board, the Trello board, okay. Actually, in consideration a research list, there's like few projects that been there or requests that's been there but not moved yet. How are we going? Because I've been like getting requests about the project. Like for example, the one for under, the bigger cannot share booking.com listing link, and also the Sasha one. It's from community. Maybe to the community manager, the champion manager, or
Yeah,
or Kawaii
sorry,
perhaps.
I haven't actually have the time to empathize, but maybe I can I mean, I can talk with the client first and then move it to the bigger board afterwards.
Okay, so this is new feature request, yeah.
No, Kak. Sebenarnya it actually been long time,
Okay, this is actually
like 2 weeks, 1 week
same
ago.
exactly like the one that Zio do, right? The apa namanya? Uh, the one for employee, right? Visualization, right? Or is that different?
I think if as far as I know, it's actually like for the user, no, for the partners, like profile, it's going to be include like a lot of data, Kak. For example, like they actually list there. They actually put some list like about what the favorite and so on and so on gitu.
Okay,
So
so
it's like update on the profile page.
okay, this is actually pretty simple, right? We can work on this. Let's move this to bigger then, Nico, and discuss that specifically in bigger, yeah.
Okay.
And for Andre, I think that's a bug, right? The one from Andre.
The one from Amde, I believe not. It's because we cannot click the link. That's why. So it's not a bug.
cannot share the booking.com listing link.
Yeah.
Wait, from where? From where is this?
Uh, uh, journey, the guest journey.
Guest journey. If
Yeah,
you,
if I'm not mistaken. Oh no no no! Thing yeah.
mm, I don't know. Well, which page that he want to discuss? That he want to use.
Actually, have no idea. Maybe we could talk further with Andre perhaps
Right. Okay.
because it's been a long time actually.
Okay. Let's discuss it here. This is let's discuss it. Let's discuss it on the bug card, and then let's delete uh, the the PD card. Yeah.
Okay.
I will move this to new bug. Then. Okay. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay. Any other question for bigger maybe? Okay, I think that's not. All right, let's move on to. Oh no, I lost the. Okay, here it is. Move on to mobile app Kanadia. First of all, Kak, congratulations on releasing the app. Yeah, finally.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
Okay. Okay, Kanadia, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. So my update for the mobile app campaign. Can you open perhaps the card? So scroll down, please. Scroll down. Yeah. So actually, because the app's already launched, so far there are like around 8 active users already installed the app. Actually, we can see that from the dashboard on the Play Store, but only limited KPI. For example, like the ratings, the review, the conversion rate for the listing, and also how many active users currently using the app. But for the more what is it like specific, for example, like the daily session and the engagement part, the click one, it's currently been working on the other card. So that's actually for the KPI. So it's not really yet working for now. For the SL report for the problem solving, so we've been working for their three card here. The first one is for the Google Analytics. So the update for this card is actually, so currently the dev or Dan is currently having a machine problem, but he's been like implementing the what is it the user activity like the session, like when the user is open the app, or for example when the which button is clicked, it's already like currently been implementing, but due to machine problems, so it's kind of get interrupted actually. That's for the card for the Google Analytics part, and also for the second one, it's for the iOS compatible. So we've created like list for what needs to be done for the iOS compatible one. I will invite you later. Okay. So yeah, okay, so for the iOS compatible one, so the updates are the developer actually already got the access to work for that. It's already run on the machine on the Xcode on the Mac, but when the what is it like when try to run the app or try to build the app, there are a lot of errors happening. We're not really sure yet about the problem or the root cause. So, and also because this is like a first, no, it's like new things for the developers. So Chris specifically needs to do research on what's happening and what can be done. And then we'll get more updates tomorrow. That's it actually for the iOS compatible. And the next one is actually going to do product launch with partners. It's working together with the community team. So we're going to do online event on Sunday, inviting like few partners. And yeah, we already shared the awareness posters and also like contents to Facebook groups and also the WhatsApp groups. That's actually for the problem solving, and also then the last one is actually for the product success. It's what as you have said. It's the Play Store release. We already. It's finally, finally, it's already been approved, and also what is it like available on
Oh, we
the
got
what is
a review.
that's actually me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Nice, nice one. Spam.
Okay, so actually there were a problem with this. So when during the first like 4 or 5 days when the listing already available on Google Play Store, when we try to search it, it's not appear actually. So I think it's because the indexing part is not done yet by Google. So user couldn't like search it before. But I think on Sunday when I tried to search for Bifico, it's already appear. Yeah,
Okay.
that's actually the update from me. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Question
let's
time.
continue. Oke, ada yang mau nanya tentang Divigo?
Uh, yes. So, Nadia, I think the apa namanya, the test one, the apa sih, before we launch it on the Play Store, we have about like maybe 20, 30 users, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay. When are we going to convert them to use the Play Store version?
Yeah, also currently I've been trying to, I mean, so we've tried, sorry, so we tried to do the awareness part like publicly through the Facebook group, but not yet for personally. But
Hmm.
I've been actually like no, texting kayak WhatsApp uh, Pak Pak Edi, and then Miss Claire and Miss Chris, a few other users that already installed the app to update it and
Hmm.
upgrade it from the Play Store. So because the data from the Play Store is not, I mean, it's not really real time update, not really real time synchronized. So we're not really sure about the update now because the latest one was actually from 222 May. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, that part is good. So we might better work with community manager as well, yeah, for that. The other one is about the bugs. Do we have any known bugs currently on production?
Um, so far, actually, before we put it on production, before we actually publish it as a release on Play Store, we have fixed a lot of most of the bugs actually, and because I've been actively using the app like a lot of times, I haven't seen any like what is it like bugs, but there are few things actually that we need to improve, like small thing. Do you mean? Can I say it here? So okay, simple
Yes.
thing actually. So it's actually the notification part, for example, right? So when we try to, oh okay, so when we get a new notification, for example, the new notification will get highlighted, right?
Hmm?
And that's the logic. And so, for example, we get 5 new notifications. So we got 5 highlighted notification. The problem is when we click one of the notification and then we go back to notification, all the notification, the highlight is gone, instead of only the chosen one, the click one
Is this on the phone notification or in-app notification?
in the app notification on the notification page.
Oh, notification page.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, we actually I've talked to Dan about this. So it's he said it's a backend problem.
Okay, I see. I see.
Yeah.
So, okay, have you created a card to fix this?
Yeah, yeah. I will like put more because actually we have put more links to that.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, moving on ya. Any other question maybe for Divigo? I think that is all ya. Okay, I think all good for Bivigo. Thank you, Kanadia. Let's move on to Bivi website, which is mine. Okay, so I can find my board. Sebentar ya. Okay. So far, uh, right. So this is the update for this week. I divided the KPI to three, the funnels, the three funnels: the partner, manage my property, the guest, the booking page, and the employee jobs. Guest, I mean the bookings and kasi, the bookings and the long-term rental page. I accumulate those two. So unfortunately for this week, it has all gone down from last week. Yeah. So in the all funnels, I haven't put the cumulative traffic. I'm sorry, but the page view is down 6,000. Page view down um 1,000, so it's all like down around like I think I've calculated it's about 40% increase in decrease in traffic. So that's the whole picture, and for the cumulative the engagement and the conversion, I still trying to find my way to gain the data. So right now it has not been updated, but yes, that is it for the KPI updates. For the SLA updates, the right now we are working. I'm working on the two pages, the Hall of Fame page and the pricing page. For the Hall of Fame page, I'm communicating with HR about the fixes before the launch. And for the pricing, Canada has given me the Figma prototype. Um, and right now I'm still trying to figure out the best way to make the content like semi-dynamic, so it wouldn't be too hard to edit maybe. Apart from that, Canada also have the idea of putting an FAQ too. I believe she is communicating with Kak Rizal about that. Also, Canada um, was told by Kak Rizal to contact Kak Lilis ya, about the frequently asked question about the pricing. So yes, for the project backlog, right now there's this no spam inquiries, property calculation, and the photos, and they create more visible CPA. This was requested by Kalilis actually, but I believe the client will be marketing because they are the one who will benefit the most out of this project. So, oh yeah, and also the website translation to Indonesian, which I'm still quite a masih pesimis about this because I still don't know how will it be done. Uh, should we create another website with English, the whole thing in Indonesian, or we make it bilingual our website? Yeah, I think that is all from uh, the WordPress website. Any question maybe?
I want to ask, but I don't know whether I think it could be like very technical question, but is there any way to make a subversion for another language in WordPress? I mean, is that possible?
Um, for the WordPress, we are actually depending a lot on plugins, yeah. And for that, I haven't actually looked around if there's a bilingual, maybe plugins or some sort. But uh, yeah, I haven't really done research for that translation. So yeah, the, the answer is don't know.
Mm. I think there's a possibility for that. I've done that before, but I forgot. It's a long
I
time
see.
ago. So what we can do is basically it's not a new website. It's not even a subdirectory. Basically, it's the same website, and then the URL also didn't change. What is changed is the content actually. So basically, in the beginning. We I think it's called it's using the same platform like the one that we use for bigger. It's internationalization. It's I18N. right? Internationalization, something like that. It's a library basically for uh, translation. So what it does is it gets all of the text value for everything, and then give basically make that an object. So let's say a title, page title. It's the object of page title, and then it will create a file called like en dot I don't know dot language or something like that, right? Dot usually it's in JavaScript. So that is the content for the title in English, and then we will just need to create another file. It's called ID. Then that is the bahasa version of that. The other content. So basically, there are two objects that's called title. If the user select to use English, then the first file will be used. If the user select to use Bahasa, then the second file will be used for the content. Uh, but I don't know how it's developing now. I think Zio, you can make the do the some research first. Uh, oh, Rafael, I have some idea. Let's
No, I mentioned about using the I18N before, but it's for it's not for WordPress. Kan? Is there like a plugin specifically like to to help develop with I18N in WordPress, or bisa pakai I18N, which I believe is meant for React JS.
Yeah, I just search a quick search. Basically, there is a way to develop that, but it's for developing the theme. Basically, for the theme to be compatible with translation. I don't know whether our theme is implementing that in the theme itself.
If it's
Otherwise, we
compatible.
can create a plugin.
Oh,
Right.
Okay, maybe Zio, why don't you work with Rafael as well to do some research about this? Yeah, how can we implement as easy as possible and as sustainable as possible?
Okay, I think I will add that to
Okay,
this.
another one, Zio, about the KPI. So I think your KPI here is not focused on the views, because that is the focus for digital marketing, right? Your focus is more into what happened after you get views. So the number of views that we record there is just a base point. Basically, if you have 1,000 views, how can you convert that views into engagement, basically, whether it's click or I don't know what is that. So that is your focus: how to convert that view that digital marketing team has give you, and then to make sure it's convert as efficient as possible. Do you have access to the what is it called, the new tool, Hotjar?
Wajar, yes, I do have.
Okay, okay. Can we use that to develop your uh, KPI format, basically, here to help see what is the most important thing. Let's say maybe let's talk about the manage my property part, Zio. What do you think is the most important thing that you see from the last week, from your report here?
Right. I think for the conversion, I think it is the three button, right? The phone call, the WhatsApp, and the form submission. And apart from that, because we are now applying we are working on the pricing page, the button for the C pricing packages plans, or something. It will be what that's for the engagement. I think the engagement is uh, yeah, I think that's the four button that's can be measured for the product success.
Hmm. Okay. What about the others? Is there like bookings page, for example? Is there any any different or any issue there that we cannot convert the view that is coming to that page.
For that, uh, I'm sorry, what's the question again, Kak?
Uh, for the other page, like booking, for example, is there any friction that we face so that we cannot convert the 470 page view into an engagement or a conversion?
Yep, Kalilis actually has mentioned that in the booking page there is it's quite hard to find the form actually, and the contact form and the contact button thing. For that, Kalilis asks to like create a fixed button at the bottom of the page,
Hmm?
so users can see it all the time while scrolling the page.
Hmm.
But right now, actually, I found it like one when I was fixing the adalah. Jadi actually there is already this button actually. Mm, okay, I will show you. Just a short. Right, right. So there it is. That's the button, but I don't know user actually knows to actually click that button to contact us because yeah. So this is the my main focus right now is to improve this engagement properties, I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we know what is the percentage of the user using mobile size?
I think that can be viewed in. Okay, I actually haven't really dived too deep into Google Analytics and Hotjar, but I'm sure it's somewhere around there.
Okay. Okay. So basically, what we need to know, how many people are actually, what is the majority of the user? Are they using mobile size screen or desktop screen? And then if we know that, if we know most people are using mobile, then we need to measure how many click that we get from that button in the mobile, because it didn't show on the desktop version, right?
It did not.
Okay,
The
and
stop
then
for it.
yeah, okay, and then we need to create one for the desktop version as well, and then we need to measure that how many clicks to that button.
Mhm. All right.
Do we have the data or not for the clicks?
For the clicks, I'm actually my idea is to rely on Hotjar first because I don't think there's for engagement in Google Analytics. But yes, the resource is there. We
Mm.
just have to know where to look.
Okay, okay. Let's focus on that, Zio. Let's understand why do we think that the website is uh, not good. Basically, that's the our best expectation right now. Let's assume that our website is not performing very good. So what we do next is we need to know why we think that the website is not good, right? So we see the numbers there, we see the actual success of the website, and then next we can do something. We can create a project basically. So uh, this is why I think I'd like to postpone like a project that is spontaneous from some people that just say, "Oh, I want to have this. I want to create this. I want to create that," but we don't really know what the problem is. So, in the campaign level, I think you as the campaign manager, you need to understand this first. So you can say yes or no if there's someone actually asking for a feature. If you think that okay, the feature is nice, but we don't have a problem with that. There's no reason to develop that feature. You can say no. You can save your resource, basically your bandwidth. You don't have like unlimited resource. Like the developer is limited. Maybe even only you that possibly working full time on this website, right? So we need to be selective and prioritize which one is important.
I see. Noted. So basically, I should focus more on the impact, on the what the things that I do on the engagement of the company.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, yeah, basically, whatever you do in this campaign, whatever project that you approve and you move forward, you need to know why. You need to have a good reason to do that.
I see. Okay. Okay. All right. Noted. Thank you, Kak, for the input. All right. So let's move on. I think that is. I think that's it. Yeah, for all of the campaigns. Uh, there's nothing for readers and not rules either. So yeah, Kak, Kak Bayu mau nambahin sesuatu maybe?
Mm, let's see. I think. Um, Oh yeah, what do you guys think about the format with the campaign? Are we improving? Are we having a clearer goal, or than the previous format, which is we focusing on the project? Let's say, let's ask. Yeah, Zio, what do you think, Zio?
Right. So for in my opinion, the campaign format is like apa tuh? We have more authority in what we are doing. Like Kabayu said, we are not just freelance right now. We are actually owning our own product. So yeah, in terms of the clarity of the goals, it is actually dependent on the owner itself. Yeah, if it's clear or not. But yeah, in that way we have more control over actually everything that we do. So I think I agree with this format. See.
Okay, okay. Nico, what do you think?
I think it's better from the previous one because well, we have full visibility for the whole platform as a whole, right from the box to the features, everything, and the project execution is. I think it's also better. See.
Mm. Okay, okay, Nadia, what do you think?
Okay, from my side, actually, yeah, it's been getting pretty clear and also more visibility. But perhaps from maybe for the campaign manager to update the cards. I mean, sometimes,
Yes, yes, please.
yeah, we'll update the cards, yeah, and also not only the KPI but also the SLA report, perhaps. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Nadia. That's a good point. Actually, not even that. Even like updates like about your friction, for example, right? I think that should
Mhm.
be on the card as well. Why? Why is that? I think someone else that is not working on that project might see that you might see your friction if you put like let's say you're doing a research and then you write on the card, I do some research but there's no result, for example, right? So someone else will see that, and then uh, maybe they have done similar research and they have another knowledge that they can help you. If I see someone like that, if I see someone posting a friction like that on any random Trello card, if I know the answer, or I done that before, I will just comment to that card like, hey, you can try to do this. Yeah, this is a new idea basically. So that is how new idea can uh, cross pollinate basically. I'm not working on that project, but I know that there's something in my knowledge that maybe can help that project. So that is very important. uh, Especially you as the campaign manager, I think you have to be more active into documenting your project, uh, especially because our other platform to make a conversation is Slack, right? And then the messages are usually gone after a few while yeah, on Slack. So uh, I think let's try to be better at utilizing Trello. I think that will be very important in the future. Like let's say for example the bigger, right? Like if you want to know how initially we develop bigger, you can just go to the milestone one, and then all of the problems are there actually from the early prototype, and then all the frictions that we're facing, and then all the changes are actually there, so it makes it easier to get some context. Okay, let's see. Oh, Rafael, what do you think? Do you know but the structure changes in PD?
Yeah, in the trailer, I'm aware. I think it's Chris, the one that gave me a tour
Mhm.
around the new layout, I think, and everything is great. The same reason as everyone here said before, but until now, I guess I'm still confused about the milestone system, and mainly on when is it that we create a new milestone, and or when is it that we move to a new milestone.
Mm.
That I think I'm still a little confused.
Okay, so milestone is system to simplify actually, Rafael. So usually in one product we have a lot of things to do, right? A lot of things that we want to work on. I want to research about this. I want to create a small feature together with a big feature, for example, right? So
Mhm.
big feature will take a lot of bandwidth. Small feature can be done on the side. So we work on two of this together, right? So it's resulted in none of them are actually done because we don't have any focus.
Mm.
So a milestone is basically the way to say I will not work on anything else before this is finished. So you can group together a few projects in one milestone, for example, and you dedicate your time only to finish that milestone, even if there's any new request or new feature that you want to work on. You did not start that project right away. You did not start that feature right away, but you wait until the milestone that you're working on is finished. So that way, you will always have a
Oh, I
finished
see. I see.
product. Yeah, you finish something first and then you move on to the other one instead of you have a half-ass product, right? It's not good if
Yeah.
you think like, oh, the product is 98% done, right? But now we need to work on
Mm.
something else, but the product is never 100% because you leave that project. But if we are using a milestone system, I think there's a video explanation that's pretty good from Spotify engineering structure. I think I want everyone to watch this. I think it's in one of the our training material. Let me so Spotify engineering. That's on YouTube actually. Okay, Spotify engineering culture. There are, I think, two or three parts. I will copy that and then share it here so everyone can watch that. It's pretty fun to see. So the milestone system is on Spotify. They call it uh, release train. So the release for each product is basically like a train. It's already scheduled. So whether you finish or not, it will be delivered. So basically, you want to make a project that you always will be able to finish that before the train leaves. Basically, so if you cannot finish it when the train leaves, then you will left behind. So that is the idea. We create a stopping point, a milestone, basically. Uh, that is a little bit difficult to be implemented here, especially if there's something not finished, and then we will push that. It will mess up because we have limited bandwidth. But we take the idea of the milestone, the schedule. Sometimes we are still being flexible with the release schedule, but the milestone system basically we need to finish everything. We need to finish before move on to the next one. Uh, yeah, I think please watch the video, the first part, second part. That is a good inspiration of how can we deliver a good not deliver a good product, basically how to manage a good product. So how you work with the team, how you create or manage the backlog, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. Nadia.
Oh, okay, sorry. So my question is, I think I saw on the some of the board actually that we have like in one milestone we have like two projects, three projects, and sometimes they're not really related. So how do we define the milestone then?
Mm.
Are they supposed to be related, or they can be like two different scope in one milestone? Or can I put like five project in one milestone?
Yes, milestone is basically your pocket. Basically, in one go, how many project that you want to finish. Ideally, a milestone should be finished like in a very short time, like 1 week or 2 week. So if you can finish 5 project in 1 week, then that's good. That means you are very very efficient, right? Uh, uh, in uh, my own practice, I usually like to cut project into the smallest possible deliverables. If I have a big project, I will try to create like split that into five, maybe. So the first, when I finish the first part, maybe the entire feature is not finished, but the first part I can still deploy that, and there's no problem in the production server, even though the entire functionality is not complete yet. So that way I can deliver very fast, and then uh, thinking more thoroughly, and in terms of integration from one feature to another feature, they should play nicely. It's not because of I want this big feature, then I can just create a new service. Our discussion is here about creating a service for API inside the front end, right? So that is something like a project inside a project. So that's not healthy. So what we can do is we will always create a system that is independent but nicely integrated to each other. So the how back to the question how to arrange a milestone. That's usually based on the your bandwidth first, and then um, your focus. If you're working on small project that's not related to each other, but it's actually very small, it doesn't really need to think about integration, then that's okay. We can work on that, especially like bugs, for example. We are focusing on bugs, 5 bugs. Okay, let's work on that in one milestone, and deliver that in 1 week. Uh, if you are working on some different project that like Nico, or what Nico is working on, the partnership onboarding, right? That is actually three different or two or three different project, but requested at different time, right? But we see the relationship. We work on the first step, and then there's another request for another step. Why don't we make this into a one milestone, and in different projects, so we can deliver that project independently. So if we miss the deadline for the milestone, each project can still be delivered, but the milestone have a theme. Basically, we are working on this thing and this thing only on partnership onboarding steps. Basically, if we finish that, then we will never need to touch that again. We will just move on to another feature to focus. Does that answer your question, Nadia?
Actually, I have another follow-up question.
Okay.
So for milestone, does bugs can be put in the milestone, or it's supposed to be done in the bug section, or and how do we prioritize it?
Mm. Okay, this is interesting because bugs usually show up in production. So the usual practice is that we fix bugs outside of the milestone. That's why there are two lists, right? There's a milestone and there's also a bug list as well. So that is for the bugs that show up in production, and and the workflow also usually different, right? You want to fix from the master first, from the production first, and then we push that into the other branches like staging and also development. That's for the bugs. The healthier practice is, yeah, bugs and milestone are two different things. Okay, all good. Is there any other question from the others as well? Any question, Rafael or Nico or Zio?
I might
Okay, Rafael.
just so in the case of there's more than one people on a team, do they need to like collaborate with each other uh, to decide what's on a certain milestone, or like is it in different people in the team have different milestones? Gitu?
Oh no. So the milestone is for the product, for the campaign basically, and who decides what's inside the milestone is the product owner or the campaign manager. So
Also, the product owner will decide what's on the milestone.
yeah, yeah. So if
Okay.
and the team is belong to a project. So if you have two project in one milestone, you create two team basically. Team A for project A, team B for project B, and you expect those two team will deliver both project in the milestones. Deadline basically. So the deadline for the milestone is the deadline for the product owner, and product owner need to make a deadline for each of team member, like the deadline for the prototype, this deadline for the development, deadline for the launch, and different things that is within his milestone deadline basically.
Oh, I see. All right. Thank you.
Okay, any other question before we finish this?
I, actually, I have actually another discussion regarding what we have discussed actually about the milestone and of I mean the project management part.
Mhm.
So my question is, how do we know the bandwidth of, for example, the designer, the
Mhm.
developer? Because we now work. I mean, now we have a lot of campaign. We have a lot of like product owner, for example. But
Mhm.
how do we know the bandwidth of the developer, or what are they working on currently, so it won't like overload, for example, the developer or other roles, for example.
Mm. Okay, so as product owner, I think this is the first deal when creating a team, right? So when you decide what project in a milestone, and then who will be in that project, I think you need to ask for that person, whether a designer maybe or a developer. Can you work on this project? What is your bandwidth? Can you deliver this project by this deadline? If the answer is no, then okay, I will find another developer, or I will postpone this milestone basically. So uh, I think in term of in our product, that's why we arrange our product in different ways, because supposedly the developers are different, right, between the WordPress developer, the mobile app developer, and also web app developer. That should be different skill set. So so you will have a dedicated developer for your own campaign. That's the ideal situation.
So basically we need to negotiate first, ya Kak. So we can, I mean, like, can, perhaps, I mean, it's just another question, like,
Mhm.
perhaps can we create like, or no, like a system, I don't know, whatever it is, like a more feasible way to know, like for example, I want to have this project, I want to ask, for example, like Kabayu, or I want to ask like Zio for working on it, but do I need to have negotiation for that project to the developer, or perhaps maybe I can see the what is it like the most faster way with the data that we have instead of asking one by one because it's gonna take too long. So
Mm,
it's clear on the project management, like the planning itself.
mm. Okay, that's interesting. I think we can do that in personal level, like let's say on the calendar, right? How busy are this developer in one day? How many hours this developer will work on what project, right? So if we see a developer that is like have a lot of free time, for example, then we can just ask, can you work on this? But this also requires some discipline, right, from the developer itself to create a timeline for their project. When do you want to work on what project, and when do you want to finish that project? So a developer have different workflow sometimes, right? Sometimes they try to work 5 hours in one project, and then the next 3 hours will be working on another project every day, like that. Or there's some developer that works 8 hours a day for one project until it's finished before starting to work on another project. That could also happen. So this is, uh, I guess we need to create a best practice for that. But again, this is like personal decision, right? How can you work more efficiently for yourself? Do you prefer to work between projects at once, or you want to just work on one project until it's finished and then move on to another project? And this is a way to build relationship between the product owner and also developer. How can we have a good communication system about our availability, basically, and then about the load. Mostly as developer, if me actually doing development, I would be interested in any project, basically. If there's a project, hey, do you want to work on this? Oh yeah, sure, I want to do that, right? For a developer. But then I need to have a look again at my availability. uh, can I say yes to this project or not? That is very important. That's why as product owner, you need to be uh, you need to negotiate. You need to make sure that your developer can deliver it. Like when you ask a developer, hey, can you work on this project with me? We need to deliver this by this date. Do you have bandwidth to work on this? If no, then uh, what is your negotiation, right? You will work on this project, but maybe the deadline will be longer than usual because you're busy, or I can just find another developer to work on this project. Does that make sense?
Hello, Kak.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, makes sense.
Yeah, I think I want to point out that we are right now 16 minutes over time. So
Okay.
I think for this discussion, I recommend apa tuh, scheduling another session, maybe to for Kabayu and everyone else that is curious, maybe.
Why
Sorry,
don't
I
we
asked so
do
many
that?
questions.
Yeah, yeah. I think Nadia, can you organize a session like project management discussion, for example, and maybe open the session for other people as well outside the product development as well. So we can share the best practices and also like features. So we will basically share knowledge and learn from others as well.
Okay,
Hmm. Well,
interesting.
it could be a Discord lounge
Oh,
schedule. Yeah, it
yep,
can
yep.
be like a casual discussion. Okay,
Got it.
I guess
Okay,
that's that then. Zio, maybe you want to close?
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I can close the meeting. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay, thank you everyone. Udah datang ya for today's scrum. Thank you Kanadia for taking notes, and thank you Kak Bayu for being the great leader as usual lah ya. Okay, everyone. Hope you all have a good day ya. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank
Bye. Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.